G'day collectors, Sci-Fi back again with another action figure review. Action figures, yes, another box set here. A set I never thought I'd actually get, but I went and had a look for it. And here we go, from Jedi Survivor, Star Wars game, the Gaming Greats. And the reason I'm still kept him in the box is because it's in such good condition, and also what a bunch of strange-o looking bloody figures we've got here. Look at this. How weird. Okay, so the figures we've got are Kestiss, that's cool, Turgle, and Skoova Stev. And if you really want to include, there's also a BD as well. And I thought, yep, I've only ever seen two reviews on YouTube, The Forces with Jesse and Back to the Basement. And I thought, oh, wow, what a set. What a weird Gaming Great set. I mean, in some cases, the Gaming Greats is the only place where you're going to get really weird or new figures, or otherwise you're just going to get repacks of troopers and stuff. But this is just something, yeah, beyond me. The reason I've kept him in the box is because this box is so absolutely... This is mint. Not mint or mint condition. It is mint. And it also came, I'm pretty sure... It's the most bizarrest thing. There we go. It came in a Hasbro shipper box. And there we go. And it also came from... There you go, measures all the figures. Figures and Zummens scale 15 centimeters. So figures for collection scale 15 centimeters. So it's either from Austria or Germany, I believe. I'm reading that. So there we go. And I actually bought it quite cheap. Yeah, I didn't expect it to be cheap. And guess where I bought it from? Down under, Tasmania. Yep. So further down under from me. It's that far south. Yeah, it even snowed on Christmas Day last year. Crazy. So yeah, so I bought a figure pack from Tasmania, shipped from Europe, with some figures I never thought I'd ever see. They've never been here in Australia. I've never seen this set, otherwise I would have bought it before. It's just absolutely freaking amazing. It's just bizarre. And there we go. Alright, just thought I'd show it to you. Yep. It's all very nice. If you do not play Jedi Fallen Order, sorry, Jedi Survivor, that's the first one, Jedi Fallen Order, there we go. Get to know who these guys are. We'll have a good look at them, shall we? I've just thought about, look at that. Okay, I have made it not mint condition anymore because I've slashed it with my Stanley knife. Alright, let's get these suckers open. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to look at is, well, the obvious, the easiest one to review is BD. BD1, yep. Seen him before. Yep, here's your little helpful dude in the games. There's another version I've got, so... This one looks like it's got a little bit more extra paint on it, and it's a bit more weathered. That's from an older, I don't know which one it was from, I can't tell you. I do have another one. Yeah, they're pretty cool. No, the antennas don't do that. Head moves, legs move. Well, yeah, so that's up in my collection up there. I'm okay, I like these little guys, they're pretty cool. So let's look at Kestiss, shall we? So here he is in his... There we go, that's a nice looking head sculpt. He looks cool. Oh, he's got a nasty little scar across his nose. A bit of a 5 o'clock shadow happening. Looking very rackish with his sort of... I don't know, that looks cool. I like that. They put a lot of effort into that. Because normally these days, 6-inch line don't do much around the back. But that's just, yeah. That's cool. There's a holster there for many... Is he going to stand for me while I grab these other things out? I don't know. Yeah, for now. Yeah. He came with 4 different sabers. This is the basic one, so I guess this is the one that you first start off with in the game. Very nice, but there's no, again, no weathering. Black and grey paint. Again, another one with the cross hilt, but no actual, more of a cross bar, not a cross hilt. And then another one there. And for some reason, I don't think you could actually... Yeah, none of these sabers really have anywhere where you could hook it on. There's a hole there. You think, oh, that'll go there, but no, it's a hole to a hole. Maybe at the back. I don't know. You can't holster these things. This is weird. And then it comes with a pistol. Looks like an old Colt revolver. Pop you down again, man. Those boots are grey. Weird grey colour. Okay. It's Star Wars, man. Stay there. So there you go. Yeah, okay, so I've never actually used my gun in that game. But he's got it. It's cool. He's still standing there for me? Yep, he's quite stiff. He's just come out of the box. And then, of course, double lightsaber, the way I like to fight my adversaries. And again, it's just very light grey and black, but I do like the white, not red, blue, green, whatever. So that'll hold it together quite well. But also, you know, yeah, this is I just laughed at this one. I can't complain. There we go. You can turn your Kestiss into an absolute sick cunt Aussie bacon. There we go. When me fucking Winnie Blues. Captain VB in the XU1 Tirana. Come on, sick cunts, let's go. Someone else is on. There we go. I don't know, you guys probably don't understand a bloody thing I'm saying. Some of you will. Yep. Yeah. The Aussie bogan, or whatever you want to call them in the States or whatever in the UK. Yep. You can if you really wish to, and you can turn your character into a bogan. Way to go. I don't know, whatever floats your boat. Yeah. Looks cool though, but yeah. Alright, so there we go. It's probably my second or third Kestiss I've got now. He looks tough. Alright. Let's have a look at these other two. They're very interesting. Alright, so here's an itch. This is a bizarro looking one. So if you have played the game, you will come across a little fellow on the planet Kobol. Skoova. Stev. Yeah, that's him. There you go. Yeah, and also he's holding the... Whoops, yeah, he's tiny. He's probably... He's not even as tall as my thumb. About probably 1.5 inches, not even. And he's got a little starfish on his diving helmet. Yeah, he's a scuba diver. And he'll help you out in certain things, pick up certain stuff. I don't know. He's very much a, you know, sub sort of character in the game. Again, yeah, I've heard this terminology before and I mentioned it. Glupshitto. What the hell? I hear it a lot on Back to the Basement or whatever. Glupshittos often can gather figures that are small, background, insignificant, whatever. And in this case, this guy's a side quest. But you know what? He looks cool. But although, yeah, he's got everything. No, his body's all. His arms move. That's about it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 points of articulation. I guarantee his head probably does roll around. I don't know. And this thing, whatever it is, attaches to his belt. Attaches to the back here of his tank. Oh, something else moved there. Oh, so that moves. Okay. Yeah, but also he reminds me of, if any of you guys watch Clone Wars, I think season 2, when they Into the Void, when this tiny little alien, it looks like him, sits inside a astromech droid and they're going through this planet that is absolutely desolate, and they finally find a place to stay, and he's starving, and the droids need power up, and they end up meeting with Clone Commander Gregor, who doesn't realise he's Clone Commander Gregor because he's got amnesia. If anyone remembers that episode, that's what this little guy reminds me of. But also, yeah, you know what, because I'm nowhere near completing my game of this, I'm going to go back to the Kobold and go have a chat to Skoova Stev and do some adventures with him, hopefully. Bizarre looking thing. Strange figure. Why Hasbro made this, I don't know. But, you know, compared to repeats and repacks and repaints and whatnot, thank you. Alright, onto the frog in the room. Alright, here's the most bizarro one out of all of them, I think. This is a Turgle. This is his name, Turgle. Who would think in the 6-inch line of figures of Hasbro would have said, oh, let's do that guy? I mean, come on, video games have got a million different characters and hundreds, thousands that would be awesome to have, but they did this one, no one asked for him. Again, the term glup shitto. It's very well done. Yeah, he's just basically a frog-looking dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of articulation. Does come with a gun. That's cool. Throw that in there. Yeah, he's just a dude again on the same planet, Kobold. Again, I'm going to have to go back there and just hang out there. Yeah, he just sits at the bar and he talks to weary travellers, whoever, you know. Yeah, he just has a couple of beers and chats with people. Is he telling the truth? I don't know. Yeah. Get me into a pub and a couple of beers, and I mean, I'll tell you some stories. Yeah, so he does not stand the best. I had to figure him out. It's pretty cool. There is no stands there. It's okay. I'll tell you what a bizarro collection of figures, seriously. Let's just get them all out there, shall we? I will not be... Wow, yeah, it makes me... I'll go and... I don't know, I'm taking the day off tomorrow. I'm still feeling like shit, still feeling sick. So I will not be going to work tomorrow. Absolutely not. Yeah. Yeah, not at all. No, that's the other one. That's not from that series. And of course, you're going to do that, aren't you? Of course it is. It's going to be a hard one to stand and stay standing, I bet. It's alright. Yeah, I'll just do some sort of figuring this stuff out before I go. So there you go. That's Kestiss and a bunch of bizarro figures that I never thought Hasbro would ever make. Alright, I'm glad I got them. Really am. Yeah, thanks to the bloke down in Tassie who did it. Yeah, a lot cheaper than some of the other stuff that's out here in Australia. Just a good find. Alright guys, that's about it for now. Only probably one or two other things coming up this month. We'll see how we go. Alright, you guys into this game? If not, why not? Probably because it's I don't know, it's an old game now. Everyone says it's an old game, but I love it. I'm going to go back to it and give it a crack. Probably not continue on. I'm going to go backwards and have a chat to this bloke in this one. Alright guys, all the best. Sci-fi out. And the Force is with you. Always.